How do I draw a horse? I do know how. I actually learned how to draw a horse like just a couple of years ago, which is pretty bad since I'm, you know, a grown artist, but give you a couple tips for drawing horses, unicorns, anything like that. So the thing I learned that kind of changed it for me was to start with a little curve that looks like a smile, but that's not the smile. That's like the horse's jawbone, right? So that really helped as far as how to actually get the shapes you want. Then you're going to want kind of a rectangular shape for the snout. Horses have like a really, really long snout. Now, the overall shape is really up to you. It could be rounder. I'm going to do mine a little bit flatter on the front. And then we're going to go up. Now, up here at the top, before I actually draw that line, I want to add my ear. So I'm going to add my ear with a little curve like this. And then kind of another little curve coming down. I'll connect that up and over. There's the back of the head. Horses have huge long necks. Something like that. And this gives us our basic shape. So we'd probably have the eye about here. Again, you can kind of do your eye any way you want. Down here I'd have kind of a nostril. I could add a little curve to that if I wanted, like that. Probably have the mouth somewhere around here. Again, you can make these things a little bit rounder if you want them to be. It's really up to you. Maybe I'd add the kind of mane coming out, going down like that. Maybe my other ears sticking out. There you go. A horse. Well, how do you draw the body? Okay, we'll do that too. So let's see. All right, so I guess I'll have to draw everything a little bit smaller this time if I'm going to draw the body. I'm going to start similarly with the shape of the nose. Maybe this time I'll make the nose a little bit rounder. And there's my little kind of curvy jaw bump that I started with, my little smile bump from last time. So I'll put the ears up here. Maybe something like that. Add my eye in. Okay. Little nostril again. Get a little mouth again. Cool. All right, and let's see. For my neck, kind of coming down. Let's see. This would come. So something like that for the shape of the body. I'm going to add my mane in here in just a minute. And hey, just because you guys ask me all the time, hey, how do I make a unicorn? It's a horse with a horn on the front. So maybe we'll do this one as a unicorn. There we go. Perfect. Now it's a unicorn instead of a horse. This time maybe I'll make the mane sticking out a little bit more on the front. Add the other ear in there too. So the reason I left this little gap here is I want to make a little bit of the hair kind of falling down like that, just to add a little bit more dimension to it. Maybe there's our mane. And now we got to figure out the legs. Now the thing I figured out that I really like for the legs on a horse, or anything with hooves, and you might not like doing it this way because it's a little bit kind of cartoony, but you know, hey, that's the way I do stuff, is I figured out if you're drawing them, because hooves like aren't feet, they're really just like hooves on the end like that, right? They're like one toe basically type deal. What I like doing on mine is I like flaring them out a little bit on the bottom, kind of like the old school bell-bottom jeans. I just feel like it gives it a more interesting look. Plus, if you have ever seen like those big Clydesdale horses with the like puffy parts at the bottom, they actually do get bigger down toward the foot. So when we do our feet, I'm going to do that kind of style with them. So let's see, the body is going to come down pretty straight into that first foot. Now, again, how long you make all this stuff, how long you make the horse, the legs, all these things are totally up to you and what you're going for. Let's say I'm going to do my hoof like that. Cool. Now for the back leg, instead of having it totally straight, normally for the back leg on most animals, you want to show like a little bit of the, what do you call it, the muscle, like the top part of the leg. So what I'm going to do with this back leg is maybe about here, show that kind of curved line here for the top part of the leg. And this is good for, you know, deer, pigs, any type of animal that has like hooves instead of feet. Something like that'll work. So let's finish the body here. Maybe I can draw my other leg kind of pointing out like it's walking. There we go. And draw my other one back here just to make it a little bit dimensional. Okay, and obviously I think we need a tail. So something like that'll work fine for me. So the only thing I think I would change upon looking at this is if I could change one thing. I feel like I made that little curve part a little bit too deep. I think I'd rather have it a little higher up like that maybe. But hey, whatever. You get what you get. So as it stands, again, I think anyone looking at that would know exactly what I was trying to draw. A horse, or actually in this case, a unicorn. One of the things you guys asked me about a ton. So there you have it. Let's add in our ground, our horizon line. I gotta start using a ruler or something when I do those, or at least turning my paper. I definitely need to start turning my paper. Notice my horizon lines have been not looking too hot lately. So anyway, there you go. Horses, unicorns, faces, body. Perfect. So yeah, good luck on drawing your horses or unicorns or whatever. Now you know how to do it. Have a good day. Have fun. Make art. Be safe. See you next time. Later.